Hi guys, Chris here. In this video I'm going to teach you guys how to create local notifications and make use of them in your app. We make use of notifications to notify the user whenever there are happening some changes in our app, and they are really important to make that interaction outside the app with the user. So therefore let's jump right into it and see how we can implement that. The first thing which I'm going to do is to open up Xcode and hit create new Xcode project. In here I will select single view application and then give it a name called the notification app. And then hit create. So now we have a clean project, and I will add a button and make it the size a little bigger, and then open the assistant editor and control click and drag the button into this view controller here. I will then create a action and call it button. So I will now close down my assistant editor and go into the view controller. So now we are ready to implement the local notification. So the first thing we always do is to import the library which we are going to use, which is called user notifications. So the second step is to create the authorization code, because always when we create notifications, the user has to authorize the use of notification in a app. So in here we are going to say UN notification center dot current dot request authorization, and this wants some options, and in here we can display or choose between a lot of options, and this is just the options which we can put on the notification. So I'm going to make use of an alert and a sound, and then of course I want to display my badge as well, so I will say dot badge, just like that. And you can explore all the other possibilities yourselves, because there are a lot. And in here I will say did allow, and then just error here, and if you have any more code to this it will go right here, but we don't. So I will now create the parameters for our notification, and I will call that the let's call it notification parameters is equal to UN immutable notification content. So in here we will say notification parameters dot title, and then give it a title. Let's just say some title. Then we will say notification yeah, what a stupid name. Notification parameters dot subtitle, and then say this is a subtitle, and then we will say notification parameters dot body, and here we can create some body text. This is the body, and then of course we want to display the badge, so I will say dot badge is equal to 1. So the next thing we have to do is to create the timer, which will define when this notification should pop up. So I will call this a timer and put it equal to a UN time interval notification trigger, and it will take some parameters as well. And the first one is the time interval in seconds, so how long do we want to wait before we display the notification. I'm just gonna say 6 seconds, and I'm going to say repeat as false because we don't want to repeat this function. So then I will say let request, because we have to create the request of this notification, and say UN notification request, and this also needs some parameters here, and one of them is the identifier, and the identifier is just some string we declare, I'm just gonna call it timer done. And then in the content we will say notification parameters, and then the trigger will be the timer. So now, last but not least, we have to add this notification to the app. So I will say un user notification center dot current dot add, and then this wants a request, and the request will just be the request we just created, and with a completion error handler we will just say nil. So this should be it. If we compile and run, let's do it on an iPhone X. Let's see what happens. So the app opens up and we get this authorization pop-up where the user will either allow or don't allow the app to use notifications. We will of course press allow and then hit the button and close down the app. And then after 6 seconds we get the notification up here, and if we press the notification we will get back into the app again. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the content, hit the like button below, and of course if you have any question then leave a comment. I will be making more videos in the future, so stay tuned and hit that sub button for more, and I will just see you guys in the future.